Recording. Welcome to another freeform
Uh,
rock podcast exclusive YouTube exclusive. What the hell's going on, Lee? Cheers, brother.
I already drank, so I'm not drinking right now at the very quick moment. But I'm gonna drink a little later, maybe. But right now, no.
You're gonna have a kid.
I mean, because I just had my burp, and I don't want to burp a lot. Oh, that's your straw from the Little Mermaid.
That's Luke Skywalker, bitch.
Oh,
He's got his sword. He wants to poke you.
is that the straw that you drink from?
It's not a
Get
straw.
a little sip of
It's
the
a little
loop.
doll, like your
Loop.
peppermint. You know.
Oh,
Except I make out with him. See. Ooh, I love you, Luke.
that's
I'm gonna
nice.
suck. I'm gonna suck on his lightsaber.
Ooh, I used to drink Lifesaver soda. Lifesaver. You remember when Lifesavers had their soda?
Oh, that was horrible.
I loved it. I thought it was just as good as the candy.
Do you like that big red soda too that tastes like cinnamon gum?
I didn't get a chance to drink that, but remember the cowboy in the videos? He goes, big red.
Yeah.
Big red. And then later they change it to a couple of girls who are like in these dresses and walking with like swim like life preservers, and they're swimming and they're skipping, and goes, get a little bit of flavor, get a little bit of flavor with Big Red. And it was like, I remember when it was the cowboy going Big Red, and then they changed to get a little bit of flavor with, oh, is that Luke or is that Han Solo?
It's like a Captain Picard from Star Trek.
Oh,
he's looking for peppermint. He heard there was some cute doll on here. So,
yeah,
he's sad. He's gonna go back home. He's gonna go play with Troy. He's got Troy here, so
that's cool.
Oh, Will don't see us. Ooh, Will Riker. Oh wait,
cool.
You're not Will. You're Picard, bitch. No, I'm just all right. Will's over there. Will's over there watching.
I had tons of Snoopies. I wish I had my Snoopies. My, my cousin has had a lot of stuffed toys, and then when they had to move, she had to dispose of them. Man, I would have loved to have them, except I wouldn't want her to feel bad, because then she wouldn't have had them.
I got a Snoopy Joe Cool cling on my back window.
That's cool. I love Joe Cool. I wish I had been Joe Cool.
You're Lee Cool. You're Lee Cool. You're cool
as ice. Thank you. I'll call myself Lee Cool as Ice.
Just call yourself Cool Lee. Cool Lee.
Yeah. Cool Lee, and then the last name as Ice, and then I can call myself a Czechoslovakian guy. Hello, my name is Cool Lee as Ice.
All right, well, let's get into some musical discussion, since this is the Freeform Rock Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. There's a button right there, people. Subscribe, and
if you need to.
Yes, they need to. We want
money.
I'm
saying if you need to talk about whatever.
Well, we need money. If we could get these episodes that don't have copyrighted music on it to make money, come on, man. You can buy
course.
More. Yeah. So
in fact, give me money for booze, bitch. Whoever you are.
I gave you some money for some booze.
No, thank you. but what I mean, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our fans.
Yeah, give us some money, bitches. We love you, though.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's like, give me some money. Just
I like that.
You
I
don't
like that.
you don't need to like just give us money. Just share the episode and make your friends subscribe so YouTube thinks we're famous.
Yeah.
And start saying, hey, let's give these fuckers some penance. Here, Lee, you have $1, Mark, you have a quarter.
Hey, I'll take $1.
I'd give you the majority of the funds off this show, man, because you're the star, man. So
Hey, the only reason why I'm a star on any show is because I don't promote anything. I'm like, you're the one who does all the work, and I'm the one who gets the benefits. But on the other hand, you're the one who has a wife and a good job and a house and a good life. And so you're better off in that way. All I've got is this stinking podcast.
hey, you got me, and you got
Hey,
Dr.
that's
you got
no,
Big
no, I know.
You got Big Bush, you got
Right.
Ian Wadley, you got
Hey,
Edwin
man.
Cottestrach, you got Eric RMCP Jordan. You
I've
got everybody on
I've got you,
our
babe.
groups, man. Everybody loves you, Lee. I'm the one who
All I'm saying is
I'm
that
the one who pisses people off with me hating King Diamond.
So, I'm not saying that I look exclusively for his work, but I have to say I do think he sings well. I'm not going to say that I like his philosophy or his lyrics necessarily, but as far as his singing ability, he can sound like Freddie Mercury.
Okay, but he does things that aren't necessary for the song. It's like he's singing well, and all of a sudden he goes, "Well, let's do a high note here." Ah! It's like Don Dokken and George Lynch in the studio, like we just talked about on the podcast. George is going, "Hey Don, I want to put a solo here." Well, that
I don't mind
I
don't mind the high notes. The things that I don't like are groups that do those low notes, that do that gravelly voice. He doesn't do that. He does like a tenor thing. He sings like an opera star.
Yeah,
so he's going more musical.
You know, the highest voice that I like in rock has to be Jeff Tate, old Jeff Tate. That guy could hit high notes, and he could hit them nicely where it's like ear candy, and it's just not blowing your eardrums out, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think about Jeff Tate?
I like him. I mean, I actually like the second Operation Mindcrime more than you do.
Yeah, that's true. I like,
but I like the first one a lot, and I would say that it's not his voice that was the problem. I think that the problem was when they were doing, well, after Operation Mindcrime, I stopped buying albums by them, but I would say that I think that that was probably their last officially really good album. I mean, even though I did like the second Operation Mindcrime, I'm not going to count that because that was later on, and I don't know who still was and not in the band. But I think that after that, they did stuff like, well, I don't know if I should mention any album names. Let's just say stuff after Operation Mindcrime I thought was not as good as the stuff before it.
I love Empire. I love Q2K. I love freaking Here in the Now Frontier. I love
okay, you're mentioning
Promised
stuff that
Land.
you're mentioning stuff that I heard some of and I like some of, but I didn't find it to be as good as from Operation Mindcrime on down.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're not as good. Operation Mindcrime is a perfect album, dude.
Yeah.
How could any band top that album?
Yeah. I will say though that I can understand your liking of those albums, because let's say, for instance, with me and Kiss, the last really good album that they did back in the original lineup was Dynasty, and I loved that album. I didn't care for the song Sure Knows Something, and X-Ray Eyes also was not a song that I loved, but the rest of the album I thought was really good. And back then, the really pretty girls in my school had signed my yearbook, and I used to sit in my playroom, because I had two rooms. One was the room where I slept in, and I had a bunch of stuff in it, but I also had a piano and my stereo and everything in the other room, and that was my playroom, which I call it playroom because it was like play music room. And I used to sit there, and I would turn on the heater and turn off the light, and there would be just a little bit of a glow, and I would look at my yearbook with the stuff that the girls would write to me, and I would keep looking at it, and I would listen to Kiss Dynasty. And that was back when it first came out. And then when Unmasked came out, I was like, this is kind of a weird album. I don't know what I think of it, but I was still a fan, and so I still kept buying their albums. And then Creatures of the Night, me and my friend Pascal, heard that album. I had bought it. He loved it, I think. I was kind of like, it's to me, I didn't love it. But then after that, they did Lick It Up, and I thought that was great. And then they did Animalize, which I thought had a weird guitar sound, because Mark St. John sounded more like a violin than a guitar. And then Asylum, yeah, and then Asylum was pretty good. And then they did Crazy Nights, and then when they did Crazy Nights, I was like, I'm done. I'm not buying their albums anymore.
Nate Atchison doesn't like you now. No, I'm joking. I think he loves that album.
But anyway, later
do you like The Elder?
Sorry for interrupting you. No. I'll answer you. I was going to mention The Elder, but I forgot about. So thank you for actually asking me. It's depending upon my mood, it's like either moldy Raisin Bran or it's only very stale Raisin Bran. It's okay. I mean, there's two songs or one song that I like, and then the rest I'm like, there's only one song that I really, really hate, but the rest of it I won't vomit on, but I'm not going to be like clamoring to hear it. But other than that, yeah, not much. But
I'm gonna give you guys the honest truth on The Elder. I don't know if I like it or dislike it, because you know why? I haven't listened to it. I have it, and you're
smart.
People talk so much bad about it and good about it. Dr. Fuck, I like his opinions on 99% of the stuff, and he loves The Elder, but Ian Wadley hates it, and Ian Wadley likes more of the stuff that Dr. Fuck don't like that I do like The Cure and Depeche Mode and stuff like that. So I'm like, between Ian Wadley and Dr. Fuck, I feel like a ping pong ball. I want to listen to it, but Ian Wadley's probably right, or maybe Dr. Fuck is right. I don't know, but that's why I asked on our podcast page, should we review The Elder? Because it'll make me listen to it.
Do you want me to mention the song or the 1.5 songs that I like from it?
I'm asking a question. Should we review the Elder?
Well. Before I answer that, do you want me to?
Because I would like to have an opinion.
I
on that
actually
album.
kind of don't want to review it, but if you really want to review it, I will do it. But I reviewed it often on my own channel, so to me it would be like, do you want to still scratch that itch even though the itch is no longer there?
Yeah,
Do you want to?
but I'll be there to piss you off. Yeah, so because you did that by yourself. We work better as a team. You know, I talk about stuff by myself. You talk about, but when we talk
I
about
will be
something
willing to
together, it's
get
fire, man. It's fire.
I will be willing to be very angry at you if you want to do it.
And I would like to get people on that show. I would like to get Dr. Fuck on there. I would like
Okay,
to get...
then unless you want, I won't mention the songs that I like.
Yeah, don't tell
even
me
though there's
spoilers.
only 2.
But you just told me you only like 2 songs off the album. So there's the review of the Elder, folks. I don't know, man, because you guys all talk about it, and I'm like, I feel like a ping pong ball. Should I listen to it? I have it.
I did.
I'm afraid. I
I
do like Dynasty though.
I
hate disco.
A whole. If you've seen my reviews, I did a review of all of Kiss's albums from worst to best, and I did not mention any of the songs that I liked from any of them. I just said I like this song. No, I said I like a certain song off of it, but another song I don't like. But I didn't mention any songs, and that's because I didn't want anyone pissed at me. I wanted it to be where I could say I liked a certain amount of songs, and someone else could say, yeah, I like the same amount of songs, even though they might not be the same songs.
Yeah, I'm just like, I trip out. I asked Dr. Fuck this before. I go, why are people such huge Kiss fans? He goes, because we grew up with it and we liked it and it got us into shit. And it's like, I didn't grow up with Kiss. I grew up with some friends who liked Kiss. I was basically a single kid with no friends, getting bullied every day. I didn't have people telling me, hey, listen to this group. Hey, listen to this group. Hey, listen to that group. I found music on my own, or my mom had Aerosmith and other bands that got me into, and it's like Kiss, I barely got into them about 10 years ago. I like Kiss,
Wow.
but I always said this. I always got into Ace Frehley first with his Frehley's Comet and Rock Soldiers.
But you were cool for having Aerosmith as one of your first groups.
But the album that she played, you don't like. We need to do a review on that because I want to hear your comedy on that one. Dude, I'm like 7 years old.
What album is it?
Toys in the Attic. I'm like,
God damn it.
I'm like 7 years old. My mom's sitting there jamming big 10-inch record. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool song. And then when I get older and I realize what big 10-inch record meant, I go, oh my mom. I go, Mom, really? You know, we don't want to think about our parents having sex, but that she was thinking about a big 10-inch record. You know, like Steven Tyler says the song, suck on my big 10-inch. I'm going, Mom.
And that's an old jazz song. That's not even a song that they wrote.
I know, but that was one of her favorite songs off the album. That's why it was like, why? I had to know that about my mom. You know,
it reminded me of there's this lady named Trygve Triggerstedt, and her son was named Trygve Triggerstedt, and she was like this, acted like this. I mean, she was a nice person, but sometimes she acted like she looked like this old English lady with the short hair, like you know, like on one of those English shows on PBS, like The Maid or something, like, oh, pardon me, ma'am, or you know, and so she was like, oh
my
worse, but you know what I mean.
But I don't.
And anyway, what I'm saying is,
I only watched PBS to watch Tom Baker's Doctor Who. That was it.
But all right. Well, let's say Cagney and Lacey.
I know Cagney and Lacey, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Cagney, but her grandma, kind of like that.
Ooh.
And she's
or Sharon Glass in she got old, and she's in that show about Burn Notice. She was played the mom in Burn Notice, and she was old and smoking cigarettes like a sieve.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of someone.
Did you ever watch Harry Potter? You're probably thinking about Mrs. McGonagall. What the English?
No. Well. I'm trying to think of who. Oh boy. Think of. Well, any like short-haired
Mama's Family.
Well, Vicki Lawrence.
The Mama's Family.
Yeah. She was actually, that was all makeup. She didn't actually look like that.
I know Vicki Lawrence is hot.
yeah, but by means, but let's say, Vera, the one who played Vera, the one with whoa,
Vera,
like that. And Mama's Family,
the sister, right? The sister.
Not Dorothy Lyman.
Oh, the daughter.
The one who acted kind of
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm just a little drunk. I'm just a little
yeah. But anyway, and anyway, Trigger said she was talking proud about one of her second cousins who was in the group The Country Porn. And it's like their songs are like they had songs with titles kind of like "Don't Let Your Semen Spill Out of Your Mouth, My Mama," or or something like that. And like she's proud of that, and she's like, my cousin, he's in the group The Country Porn. It's like, weird, but we could review one of their albums sometime.
Cool.
They're kind of.
So I say let's do The Elder to make me listen to it, and get Eric and other people on there. You could ask Dr. Fuck if he wants to be on there with us. I think he's busy. Ian Wadley won't come on our podcast because we suck, but he thinks we suck. I know we roll. We're real, just like the Rock and Metal Combat podcast and like the Metal Dungeon podcast. We're real podcast, man. And a plug with Nate Atchison, Big Bushy. Big Bushy. I mean Bushy, and freaking Metal Mike Tyler. Fucking, we love you guys. But fucking, how did this get into a Kiss discussion?
It ended up being a country porn discussion.
But then it was a Kiss discussion also. Where did we get country porn? Where the fuck did this come from?
That's because I if we do The Elder, then we might as well do the country porn.
Dude, you already tricked me into a jazz album.
It's not totally that country. It's like, Mama, don't let your semen fall out of your mouth. Ooh, never mind.
All right.
Oh, no. One of the songs is actually called "Cum Stains on My Pillow."
Hey, Lee, do you have Amazon Prime?
I not sure if I do.
Where you can watch movies and shit on there?
I have Tubi and I have Netflix.
Okay, because last night, it was the first of two. It was Metallica Live from San Francisco, their 40th anniversary. Dude, they played all the good shit, dude. They played Sanitarium.
What do you think?
They played Welcome Home Sanitarium, man.
I don't care about that.
Dude, they fucking rule. And then a Sunday they're going to play the second concert. But the thing is,
are they going to do Saint Anger?
Dude, Saint Anger sucks.
But are they doing it?
They did Frantic.
Did they do Master of Puppets?
No, but I don't know if they're going to do
That's
it.
what I'm
listen.
thinking.
Listen.
All right, I'll listen.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Okay.
Right.
Well, this is the first show. The second show is going to be a total different set list. They're doing 2 different set lists, like good bands should do, except for Kiss plays the same 20 songs in their new shows. They don't add anything to it. But they played Fixer for the first time from Load or Reload, one of those 2 albums. I love fucking Load and Reload. Fuck you guys who don't like Load and Reload.
I like them.
We're gonna review those fucking albums, part 1 and part 2, one day. But dude, they sounded great. Fucking Kirk Hammett was kicking ass. Lars sounded good. Kirk, fucking James's voice was there. He went out a little bit, but it's live. But fuck, dude, they kicked ass. They did Creeping Death. My God.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
They did Trapped Under Ice.
That's cool.
Dude, they kicked ass. And I can't wait till Sunday where they do the second part. I want to see if they bring any special guests. And I want to see Jason Newsted get up there with him, man. I love Jason, man. He got shit on. I fucking love Jason. But they also did fucking The Shortest Straw. I like The Shortest Straw. But they did Frantic. They did Frantic from Saint Anger. And James Hetfield made a joke about it. He said, "Oh, I see somebody out there with a Saint Anger shirt on. You guys are cool." You know. But the thing is, he was making fun of, he was like getting on people who don't like Saint Anger. But the thing, when they do it live, Lars drums does not sound like Oscar the Grouch with fucking trash cans. And Kirk Hammett has these tasty leads coming in and out of the song, and he plays a lead. What the fuck, man? They need to re-record this album.
Did you hear? I sent you a video of a guy who goes under the name Saint Sanders.
Yeah.
And he did Metallica, a different type of Quarantine. And it was a song from like Saint Anger. And did you hear it?
Probably not. You have to send it to me again.
Yeah, it's
you
hilarious.
send me a lot of shit when I'm at work, and I try to look at it and respond to you, so because I know you like recognition.
But yeah. you know, I give you so much, so I totally understand.
You give me a shit ton, dude, and I'm sitting there on my watch going, I can't watch this right now. I'm dipping fucking corn dogs.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Hey,
I don't mean to do that.
Between Monday and Friday, between the times of 9 and 5 o'clock Pacific, I'm working.
Okay, I get you.
Because I don't call in like little bitches unless my knee is swollen.
Okay.
But I'm there. But fucking the pandemic,
for
where
me,
working.
From me, it would be from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Dude,
because
I text you at all hours of the night.
But what
I text you at 12 midnight here, and it's 3 a.m. You're texting me back. I go, I thought he would text me back when he wakes up. No, you're awake. I go, what the fuck?
That's because I don't sleep.
Dude.
I'm the awake monster. That's
why you're so eclectic. Do you like that album Monster by Kiss?
That's the only album that I didn't buy of them.
Sorry, I just had to get another Kiss reference in there for all those Kiss cards.
If you see my review of Kiss,
you know what? I don't watch your reviews until we review that album that you review on, because I don't want to get ruined.
But it's not.
I want to hear your reviews live with me, and then after
if you listen to the Kiss review, it's all it is I'm just saying quickly what I think of the albums, and I think all right, well,
until we do every Kiss album review, I will not listen to that.
Oh,
unless you go chronological, and then I could stop at the last album we reviewed. because I need to know your fresh perspective on it. I don't want to go into the review going, "Oh, Lee hated this album, so why are we reviewing it?" You know?
I would prefer that you do that.
No, I don't. Fuck
I
that.
prefer it.
I want a fresh perspective so I could fucking joke it on time and not make up jokes that I already know. You know, shit. That's why I want to do the Elder, because I've never listened to the Elder in its
entirety. Then I'm going
to
give you my notes on it before we do it. That way I can piss you off.
Fuck you, Lee. Fuck, man. But fuck, we gotta do Kiss the Elder, but we had to have special guests on there. I think Tim Wizniak wants to be on there. I'm gonna get Eric RMCP Jordan. I gotta get Edwin Codistraci on there, and I gotta get Vincent Kavanaugh on that album because they're all Kiss tards. I love you guys. I'm just messing with you. You ain't Kiss tards because you don't like the Scab Kiss, but you guys love Kiss, and I don't love Kiss. I like Kiss. I'm a liker of Kiss. I'm not like, oh, fucking, their Kiss rules. I'm not like, everything Kiss does is fucking gives me a heart on it and a cream on it. That's what I do with Rush, but there is no more Rush. So I gotta.
I used to feel good of Kiss and Led Zeppelin at one time. They were both my favorite groups.
Okay, you brought up Led Zeppelin. I need your honest opinion on this because I put this up because somebody told me that King Diamond is a better singer than Robert Plant.
And
Robert Plant is overrated. That's you, Eric.
I'm not necessarily going to say that he's wrong as far as the vocals, but what I'm going to say is that I prefer to hear a whole Led Zeppelin album before hearing a Merciful Fate album.
Okay, let me have your opinion on this because this is what I think, and
I think that actually King Diamond is kind of technically a better vocalist than Robert Plant, but I prefer listening to Robert Plant because I prefer listening to Led Zeppelin.
But Robert Plant has more emotion in his voice.
I'm not necessarily going to agree with you or disagree. All I'm trying to say is that I like Led Zeppelin as a whole, but it's like asking me about the Beatles versus the Rolling Stones, but instead asking me about Paul McCartney versus Bill Wyman. Of course, Paul McCartney, but if you're talking about who's better, Paul McCartney or Bill Wyman in solo albums, believe it or not, there's a great Bill Wyman solo album. I mean, all I know is that if you're asking me about a certain vocalist, I'm not necessarily going to be able to answer you so correctly because the whole thing is I'm thinking about the whole group.
What would you listen to? Merciful Fate or Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin. That's what I said.
All right. And do you think Robert Plant is overrated?
I don't, but I can understand how some people might think that because there was a guy who worked at the record store long ago when I was there, and he said he heard Robert Plant live, and he said the guy has no voice whatsoever. He said everything is done with studio trickery. But I don't agree.
Really? I have How the West Is Won live album and the BBC
but I think that
he sounds amazing.
Think he's good. I think he's good. I do prefer him because of his overall everything. But I would say as far as technical ability, if King Diamond were to sing Led Zeppelin songs, I think he would do quite a good job. That's all I want to say.
I don't think so, man. Robert Plant has some soul. He has some heart. He has the bluesiness in his voice. King Diamond cannot do how many more times? King Diamond cannot sing Communication.
Yes, he could.
No, he couldn't. He wouldn't have
Yes,
that.
he could.
He wouldn't have that part where it goes, they call me the hunter. He wouldn't have
Yes,
that.
he could.
No, he couldn't.
They
He
call
couldn't
me the hunter.
dude, and it would suck
They
because
call me the hunter. No, it wouldn't
doesn't
suck.
have the blues feel to it. Robert Plant.
I don't care about
earthy
whether
blues,
something
man.
is blues or not blues.
Robert Plant has the earthy tone.
Will you?
King Diamond sounds like a cat is scratching somebody. Wah! Fucking shit.
I like that though.
But if people
But I don't like his. I don't like his songs. I mean, I don't like his point of view. But I mean, vocally, he's good.
I don't
That's
care
all
about his point of view. I just care about his voice is horrible to me. If you like King Diamond, more power to you, man. More power to you, Eric. More power to you, Dr. Fuck. More power to Ian Marley. Whoever likes King Diamond. You know, you're cool, man. It's just my opinion. I tell you? I just want to tell you one thing. I was told to go kill myself because I hated King Diamond. And a message.
Whoever said that is a fucked up person.
Oh yeah, they got blocked and reported. I don't really report people on Facebook. When they tell me to go kill myself, I don't want her telling somebody else to go kill themselves. So yes, you got reported, bitch. But I like to steer the pot, and I put up stuff. I put opinion. I don't make up opinions. I just put up my opinions, and I know that people aren't going to hate. They're going to hate just to get their opinion on it, so we can start a conversation. Because I like debating and I like conversations about music, not about politics anymore. But fuck that shit. I think Robert Plant. Without Robert Plant, you wouldn't have had the King Diamonds. And then Eric RMCP Jordan goes, I disagree. I think Ian Gillan.
I disagree too.
He thinks Ian Gillan gave way to all the metal singers, which is true, because Ian Gillan was inspired by Robert Plant's vocal style first.
Ian Gillan is much better than Robert Plant.
I'm not saying he isn't, but I'm saying he was inspired by Led Zeppelin. And so does the bass player, and so does Richie Blackmore. They were inspired by Led Zeppelin. So you wouldn't have had the Deep Purple that you have now without Led Zeppelin.
Richie Blackmore, I think, started before Led Zeppelin did.
But they didn't have any albums out before Led Zeppelin.
Shades of Deep Purple, maybe. I have to find out.
Yeah, but after Shades of Deep, but when Ian Gillan came in the group, they turned into a like Zeppelin-esque kind of band.
No, they didn't. They were not at all like Zeppelin. They were like their own thing.
Well, they were, but the high vocals were like Robert Plant.
They were high vocals, but they were.
Come on, dude. How many more times on the first Zeppelin album is amazing?
Yes.
The vocals by Robert Plant is amazing on that song. Live Led Zeppelin doing that song is amazing. Fucking in the evening.
Led Zeppelin is one of the best live groups.
They are. And the guy said it was all studio trickery on Robert Plant. They didn't have studio trickery back then. The Beatles invented studio trickery. So they didn't have it until the Beatles did it.
All I know is that I do not think that Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple sound at all the same.
They don't. I'm talking about the style vocals, the highs. He did those highs because Plant freaking paved that way for it.
I don't know.
I'm just guessing, but I've read articles.
He was on Jesus Christ Superstar.
I was reading, that was way after Zeppelin. I was reading
that was about maybe a year after Zeppelin.
But dude, I read articles on Deep Purple citing Zeppelin as one of their biggest influences.
Okay, then if they did, then fine.
Even Richie Blackmore said Jimmy Page is one of his biggest influences.
Well, Jimmy Page is one of my favorite guitarist, so that's fine.
He's one of my favorite. We needed to do a top 10 guitarist episode.
We should
do that, man. Get away from the reviews a little bit.
But I do think that Deep Purple had their own sound, and that they weren't really like Led Zeppelin. That's what I think.
They weren't at all like Led Zeppelin, but I'm thinking
okay, then thank you.
The whole but the vocal tone
shut up
was Led Zeppelin.
Oh, shut up.
I want it. I need it. I love it. Highway Star.
Okay, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. You're right about that. Fuck you.
All right, well, fuck you, Lee. On that note, I think we should fucking just let's get the fuck out of here, man. Say goodbye.
All right, bye.